Hi there, today I'm going to be working out my Newsboy ribbed beanie, and to do so I have a ball of burlap satin. This is a 2.8 ounce ball, that's 80 grams, and we're going to be using a US I9 5.50 millimeter hook. Now to get started, we're going to take our yarn, and I always start with a magic ring. And if you don't know how to do a magic ring, you could start with a chain 3, join with a slip stitch to your first chain, and then work in the center of the loop you created. Now this is our magic ring with our first chain 1 here, and now we're going to work 6 single crochet in the center of our ring. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Tighten your ring and join with a slip stitch to the first single crochet. That completes the first round of our work. For our second round of work, we want to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. That counts as our first double crochet. Now we're going to work a double crochet in the same stitch. That's 2 double crochets in our first stitch, and we're going to work 2 double crochet in each of the next 5 stitches. So 1 double crochet, 2, next stitch 2 double crochet, there's 1, 2, next stitch 2 double crochet, 1, 2, next stitch 2 double crochet, 1, 2, and in our last stitch we'll work 2 double crochet. 1, 2. So you should have a total of 12 stitches. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Now to finish this round, we're going to join with a slip stitch to our third chain of our beginning chain 3. That completes round 2 of our work. Now we're going to start on round 3. We're going to start with a chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to do a front post double crochet around the same stitch. For each stitch of this round, we'll do a double crochet in the next stitch and a front post double crochet in the same stitch. We're going to do that a total of 12 times. So double crochet in your next stitch, front post double crochet in the same stitch, double crochet in your next stitch, front post double crochet in the same stitch. Continue working these stitches, double crochet in your next stitch, front post double crochet in the same stitch, double crochet in your next stitch, front post double crochet in the same stitch, double crochet in your next stitch, front post double crochet in the same stitch. We're getting there. Double crochet in your next stitch, front post double crochet in the same stitch, double crochet in your next stitch, front post double crochet in the same stitch, double crochet in your next stitch, front post double crochet in the same stitch. And we have 2 more stitches left to work with, so double crochet in your next stitch, front post double crochet in the same stitch, double crochet in your next stitch, front post double crochet in the same stitch. So now you're going to have 12 front post double crochet stitches and 12 double crochet stitches for a total of 24 stitches. Now to join this round, we're going to join with a slip stitch to the 3rd chain of our beginning chain 3. That completes our 3rd round of work. Now on to round 4. Round 4 is worked the same as round 3. Start with a chain 3 and then work a front post double crochet around the same stitch. For each stitch, we're going to work a double crochet and a front post double crochet in them. So in your next stitch, double crochet and work a front post double crochet in that same stitch. In your next stitch, double crochet and work a front post double crochet in the same stitch. Continue working double crochet and a front post double crochet in each stitch around. When you get to the end, we'll meet you there. At the end of row 4, I have a double crochet and a front post double crochet around the last stitch. To join your round, join with a slip stitch to the 3rd chain of your beginning chain 3. And this completes round 4 of your work. We're going to start round 5 now. We need a double crochet to start, so chain 3. We're going to front post double crochet around the same stitch. And then we're going to double crochet in our next stitch, which is a front post double crochet stitch. We're also going to do a front post double crochet around that stitch. Our next stitch is a crochet. We're going to work a single double crochet in it. And then we're going to work in our next stitch, which is a front post double crochet. We're going to do a front post double crochet in that stitch. And this is the pattern that we're going to work for round 5. So we'll do that again. We're going to do a double crochet and a front post double crochet in our next stitch. So there's our double crochet and our front post double crochet in the same stitch. And then in our next stitch, which is a front post double crochet, we're going to do a double crochet and a front post double crochet stitch. So double crochet and a front post double crochet. In our next stitch, which is a double crochet, we're going to work a double crochet. And we're going to work in our next stitch the front post double crochet stitch. We're going to work a front post double crochet. I will work up this pattern again. So we're going to double crochet in our next stitch, front post double crochet in the same stitch, double crochet in your next stitch, front post double crochet in the same stitch. You're going to do double crochet in your next stitch, front post double crochet in the next stitch. Continue working this pattern around and I'll meet you at the end of the round. Here we are at the end of round 5. I just have one more pattern of stitches to complete, so we'll just finish that up by doing a double crochet, front post double crochet in the same stitch, double crochet in your next stitch, front post double crochet in your in the same stitch, double crochet in your next stitch, and a front post double crochet in the last stitch. Now to join this round, join with a slip stitch to the 3rd chain of your beginning chain 3. That completes your 5th round of work. Starting on our 6th row of work, we're going to chain 3, which counts as our first double crochet. We're going to work a front post double crochet in our next stitch, which is also a front post double crochet stitch. Work a double crochet in your next stitch, which is a double crochet stitch. And we're going to continue this all the way around. When you're working your stitches, your double crochets will be worked in the double crochet from the previous round. Your front post double crochets will be worked in the front post double crochet stitches from the previous round. So they will line up, and it'll cause you to have the ribbing effect. So we'll front post double crochet in our next stitch, double crochet in your next stitch, front post double crochet in your next stitch, and just continue that pattern, double crochet, front post double crochet in each stitch around, and we'll meet you at the end of the round. Continue working your double crochet and your front post double crochet stitches to the end of the round. When you're done, join with a slip stitch to the 3rd chain of your beginning chain 3 to finish row 6. Now row 7 through, you're going to continue working the same as you did for row 6. When you're done working row 7, you're going to repeat that row a few times. You're going to measure from the top of your hat down to the edge, and when it measures 5.5 inches, we're going to start on round 8. So to start round 8, we're going to slip stitch into our next stitch, then we're going to chain 1, and then you're going to single crochet in your next stitch, which is your double crochet stitch, and then you're going to skip the front post double crochet and work a single crochet in the next double crochet. So again, skip your front post double crochet stitch and work a single crochet in the next double crochet. Skip your front post, single crochet in your next double crochet. Skip your front post, single crochet in your next double crochet stitch. We're going to continue to do this around. This will bring the hat together because it's really open right now and it will not fit a baby's head. So skip your front post, work a single crochet in the next double crochet. Skip your front post. Continue to work a single crochet stitch in each double crochet, skipping your front posts. Skip your front post, and then work in your double crochet. Okay, so we're just going to finish this up here. Skipping your front post, single crochet in your next double crochet stitch. Skipping your front post, single crochet in your next double crochet. It'll start bringing your hat together. You're working in every second stitch, skipping a stitch in between, and we're almost done this round here. Now we're going to join with a slip stitch to our first single crochet stitch that we made, which is right here, and that completes round 8. So now you're going to have, your hat's going to look like it's coming together more instead of being wide open. Starting on round 9, we're going to chain 1. You're going to single crochet in the same stitch, and you're going to work a single crochet in each stitch around. So we're going to single crochet in each stitch around. There we are. If you find it helpful, you can use a stitch marker in your first stitch so you know where you started. Sometimes that's really helpful, especially if you lose your position or your count. So here we are at the end. Last stitch here, and then join with a single crochet to your beginning stitch, and that completes round 9. Round 10, we're going to chain 1, single crochet in the same stitch, and then we're going to do a single crochet in the next 17 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and that completes round 10. For round 11, we're going to chain 1, turn your work, and work a single crochet decrease, and then single crochet in the next 14 stitches. So this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and finish with a single crochet decrease in the last 2 stitches. That completes round 11. Row 12, chain 1, turn your work, and work a single crochet in each stitch across, so there'll be a total of 16 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. That completes row 12. Round 13, chain 1, turn your work, work a single crochet decrease in your first 2 stitches, double crochet in the next 12, or sorry, single crochet in the next 12 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Finish with a single crochet decrease in the last 2 stitches. And that completes round 13. Our last round of work, round 14, chain 1, turn your work, single crochet in each stitch across, so that's 14 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Now we're going to continue down the side of our work, and we're going to work one more single crochet in the same stitch that we just worked our last stitch in, and then work a single crochet in each row down. So there'll be 1, 2, 3, and then in your corner stitch here, and work single crochets all the way around the edging of your hat to the other side of the brim. So we'll just work a single crochet all the way around. until we get to the other side. And here we are at the other side of our brim. So we'll work a stitch in here. Now we have to work evenly up the side. So you'll have 1, 2, 3, and then work 1 stitch with your beginning stitch from this round. And then what I do is an invisible join. So you'll need to get your scissors, fasten off your yarn, and take your yarn needle. And then we do this by, you've got your yarn here, I stick it underneath this stitch here, our first stitch, and then insert it into the center of your last stitch. Create an invisible join, and then you can weave in your ends. And that completes your Newsboy ribbed beanie. I'll just finish this here. And there we have our ribbed beanie.